So what I'm going to show you guys how to do here is how to set up your cartoon character and how to begin grabbing images so that you can build a full body out of existing parts. So when we go to create this document, we're going to call it cartoon and then your last name. So I'm going to call it Cartoon Shelton. And our sizes are going to be a little bit different than this project. We're going to do 6 inches wide and 6 inches tall. And we want to crank up our resolution a little bit to 400 pixels per inch. You'll notice it's just a big square, and that's what we're going to start with. So there's really several different ways that you guys could start, but the way I'm going to show you guys how to do it is by adding existing parts. Now you'll notice on Schoology, I've already added some images that you guys can use as references. You do not have to use these, but you're welcome to. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up this page and I'm actually going to download it. You'll see that it pops up at the bottom corner of your page. If you click on that, it will open it up for you in Photoshop. So I have all these existing heads and I want to find one that I think kind of looks like me. Now I'm going to use the second tool down. It's what we call the rectangular marquee tool. It basically allows you to draw a box, and I'm going to put a box around the head that I like. And I'm going to go to the top of my screen and I'm going to hit Edit, Copy, and then on my cartoon dock, I'm going to hit Edit, Paste. And all I need to do is resize this until I'm happy with the way it looks. Now after I found that, I can go back to Schoology and you'll see that there's plenty more things. There's bodies, facial expressions, hair. And again, I'm going to find an example of an image that I like by first downloading the document. We'll zoom in, look around a little bit. And these may not be for you, but I kind of like this one here. So again, I'm going to use my rectangular marquee tool. I'm going to box this head. I'm going to select Edit, Copy, and then on my document, I'm going to hit Edit, Paste. Once it's in there, I need to resize. And I'm going to flip it around as well so that it kind of goes in the same direction that my head is already going. Now I don't want these eyes or ears or mouth or anything, so I'm just going to delete some of that in the background. What I'm doing now is using my magic wand to get rid of that. Then I'll flip over and I'll use my eraser. I can make it a little bigger so it's easier. I'm going to get rid of these ears here, the eyes, eyebrows. I don't want all that stuff. I just want the hair. So now I have the original head shape that I found and this new hair. And again, I can resize them a little bit so that they fit pretty well together, just like that. Now let's say I can't find an image that I like for a different part of my body. Perhaps I'm ready to start doing the eyes and eyebrows, and there's just nothing out there that I like. I may have to do a little sketching. So the way that I like to do this is by using my paintbrush tool. And I'm just going to pick a color like a bright blue or bright green, something that's going to stand out a little bit. And I'm just going to free sketch this. Now this doesn't have to look great. Remember, we're going to end up using our pen tool to clean up some of these edges. But I'm going to do my best here. I'll sketch out an eyebrow. Go ahead and do the other one here. Again, it's not perfect. It looks okay. I'm going to clean this up later when I go to actually trace this. These will be kind of like the cheeks underneath my eyes. That big cartoony eye there. But again, you guys can do this however you like. Maybe this isn't the style of eye you like to draw. It's however you want your character to look. There's no correct or incorrect way to go about doing this. That's the beauty of this project. So I'll fill my eyes in. Yeah, it looks okay. Fill my eyebrows in. I kind of feel like Bob Ross here. Doing little happy trees. Little happy eyebrows. I'm going to go ahead and do my mouth. Make me happy because I just had a baby. Happy Mr. Shelton. Tongue is just kind of 2 little bumps there. Give me teeth. And there you have it. Okay, But what if you don't feel as if you could do your own sketching and you're not finding anything on our Schoology page that you guys really like? Maybe you want a different style, maybe you just want some other images that you could start looking for inspiration on. Feel free to use the web. A lot of times I'll search for like how to draw characters or cartoon templates. And different people are going to want to be able to do different styles. For instance, you may want to make a character that looks like a Simpsons character. So you could search how to draw Simpsons characters or Simpsons character templates. Maybe you want Family Guy, maybe you want Disney, maybe you want little chibi characters. It's totally up to you guys. Okay, so we're going to skip ahead a little bit here and pretend that we've found all of our inspiration images. We've done all our sketching, we've found the different pictures, and we've basically built our character. It's got all the different body parts. So what we're going to do now is we're actually going to merge our layers. So what we can do in our layer menu is hold the control button down and click each different part of the character that you guys have created. Make sure that you select all of your layers, as you can see that I'm doing over here. When they're selected, they're all going to turn that light gray color. And we're going to go ahead and right click on those layers, and we're going to pick the option that says merge layers, and it'll combine all into one. What I suggest is renaming that layer and just calling it like original sketch or template or first drawing, something like that. It's whatever you guys want to name it, just something that you are going to remember. And sometimes what I'll do with this is I'll drop the opacity of this layer, turn it down to like 75% or so, just so it's kind of easy for you guys to trace. You know where your new lines are when we go to start doing our outline. Now that we're ready to start outlining, we're going to create a new layer. We're going to rename that and call it Outline. That just helps you keep all your layers straight. So once I'm on my new layer, I'm going to go ahead and set up my tools to trace. I'm going to set my color to black, and I apologize, my cursor kind of runs off the screen because I'm using this screencast. I'm going to select my paintbrush and set the size to about 10 and the hardness to 100%. And I'll select my pen tool. This is what actually does the nice curved line, the tracing. This is what you guys spent your time doing those worksheets to learn how to use properly. You can start wherever you want. I'm starting on the face here. For no apparent reason, that's just where I chose to start. So I'll do each line at a time. I'll add the stroke to my path, and I'll delete the path. And once I've done that step, I can move on and continue other features of my face. So here's what it looks like so far. So now we'll go ahead and skip forward a little bit in this process. We'll pretend that I've traced everything out, I've done my entire outline, and now I'm at the point where I'm ready to actually add color. So what you'll see is that I actually have two layers now. I have my outline layer, and that's just the black lines that I've created with my pen tool, and I have my original background, that's the sketch layer. So I'm first going to make a duplicate. I'm going to copy that outline layer. And what I'm going to call this is colors. Again, we want to keep our layers separate. Colors and outline. Okay. You'll now have three layers, your original sketch, your outline, and your colors. And we're just going to delete that original sketch. We actually don't need that anymore. We just want what you have created. The other thing we want to do is we want to move the outline on top of the colors layer. We actually want the colors to be behind the outline. So now when you're ready to do this, you're going to use your magic wand, and you're going to click an area. You're going to hit Edit Fill. Again, we want to select foreground color. And then you're going to hit Edit Stroke. That makes sure that your lines fill all the way through your outline. And we're going to continue this throughout the body. Now when you go to find color for skin, a lot of people ask me about this. It's going to be somewhere between orange and red. And you want a real kind of white version of it, a very light version. Obviously, the darker your skin complex, you're going to drag it further and further towards like a brown. And this looks a little wonky. Let's see. We might edit that a hair. Okay, and that's the beauty of this. You guys could always go back and change it. Maybe make it look a little more pink. more like this. That looks a little more natural. It looks kind of weird right now because I haven't filled in the rest of my skin and my hair and all that, but it'll look normal over time. But that's it. That's how we're going to add color to our character. And you'll just go through and you'll add different colors to each different part.